guys, hello, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Geneva. This is Geneva in General, and I got some great news, guys. Some very exciting news. Okay, for the Chicago Sky. If you are a fan of the WNBA team, the Chicago Sky and our skyscrapers. Okay, it says this is an article straight from the Chicago Sky's official WNBA website, and it is titled "Chicago Sky have named Nigerian women's national team head coach Rena Wakama to coaching staff." It reads, the Chicago Sky announced today that Rena Wakama, I hope I'm saying her name right, says it will join head coach Tyler March's staff as an assistant coach. This comes after the Sky previously named Courtney Paris and Tanisha Wright as assistant coaches. So, guys, Chicago Sky's now head coach, okay, used to be Teresa Weatherspoon. Our newest and latest head coach is a black man by the name of Tyler March. He was an assistant coach to Becky Hammon, who was the head coach of the Las Vegas Aces. He now is our head coach for the Chicago Sky. He has pretty much hired, because again, he's the head coach. He has a heavy hand in the process of hiring assistant coaches for the team. He has hired all black women, okay, to be assistant coaches for the Chicago Sky. And this pleases me. Rena has proven that she has a winning mindset and attitude, Marsh said. We've seen her success this past summer with the Nigerian national team at the Olympics, building on an impressive winning record and extensive background in coaching and player development. She is an excellent young leader and coach who will make a significant impact on the Sky's program. And I do remember last season, during the break for the WNBA, due to the Paris Olympic Games going on, okay, out in Paris, during the basketball games, a lot of people were singing her praises for Rena Wakama for being the head coach, okay, for the women's national Nigerian team. And it was like, we need her to be a coach in the WNBA. So she's almost one step closer, of course, to being a head coach. But right now, an assistant coach, I believe this is a perfect opportunity for her. Wakama recently led the Nigerian women's national team to new heights after gaining success in the 2024 Paris Olympics this past summer. She was hired as the Nigerian women's national basketball head coach in June of 2023 and became the first female coach to ever win the women's Afro basketball title in August of 2023. She led Nigeria to the quarterfinals stage where no African team, men or women, were able to make it out of that group stage prior to that. As one of the youngest head coaches in Olympic history, Wakama was awarded the best coach by FIBA after her achievements in Paris. I am honored and thankful for Jeff and Tyler for granting me the opportunity to join the Chicago Sky family, Wakama said. Tyler has one of the best basketball minds in the industry, and I'm excited to help him bring his vision to life. I look forward to serving this organization and working alongside the other brilliant minds on staff to create a brand of basketball that is not only competitive, but also fun to watch. Let's get to work. The Raleigh, North Carolina native joined the coaching staff at Tulane in 2024 as an assistant coach. So again, I believe she's of Nigerian descent. Okay, both of her parents hail from Nigeria, but I believe she was born and raised in Raleigh, North Carolina, which makes her Nigerian American. It says prior to her time with the Green Wave, she spent a year at Stony Brook in a similar role from 2023 through 2024, where she helped lead the team to a 28-5 overall record after winning the Coastal Athletic Association regular season title with a 16-2 record. She also spent 6 years at Manhattan College as the director of basketball operations and then as an assistant coach with the Jaspers. Wakama was also a former standout collegiate player out of Western Carolina University from 2010 to 2014, where she was named Southern Conference All-Tournament Second Team Honors and a 3-time SoCon Academic Team Honors. She made 121 starts over her 4-year career and averaged 10.4 points per game in her senior year with the Catamounts. Again, guys, Chicago will tip off the 2025 regular season on Saturday, May 17th against the Indiana Fever at Gainbridge Fieldhouse at 12 p.m. CT. The Sky will also play 3 preseason games in 2025, including 2 against Minnesota on May 6th and 10th, and 1 against the Brazilian national team at LSU on May 2nd. Okay, so I just put in leave for my birthday, April 25th through, I think, May 9th, May 10th. So I will be covering those preseason games, okay, of the Chicago Sky. And again, I believe that, again, they're going to be playing LSU. Let me see. Again, 1 against the Brazilian national team at LSU on May 2nd. Again, I will be on leave. Again, I cannot wait to watch and cover those games. Again, I like Tyler March. Again, before he even hired all these women, the fact that he's given black women a chance, specifically ones who got fired. Again, Tanisha Wright, she is now one of our assistant coaches. A lot of people would say, like, that's a downgrade. Like, you used to be the head coach of the Atlanta Dream, and now you're like the second in command. Okay, you're not an assistant coach for a head coach on the Chicago Sky. But it's like, you know what? Times is hard, okay? I'm talking to my civilian friends and family. They saying, like, it's hard to get a job. People have been putting in resume after resume, interview after interview. They don't want to call nobody back. I wouldn't mind it. Again, like sometimes you got to just swallow your pride. I'm sure, more than sure that Tanisha Wright is very grateful and thankful for the opportunity which she has expressed when it was, declared months ago that she has now become a skyscraper. Okay, she's a part of our team. She's a part of the family and the community at the Chicago Sky. And again, like the fact that she's being able to get another chance in the WNBA when it was a plague of firings again. All in all, it was 6 firings and the 7th coach. Okay, she didn't get fired, okay, but Stephanie White, she abandoned us up there in Connecticut. Okay, she left us for Indiana to be the Fever Girls coach. So it is what it is. But it's like this past WNBA season, once it was ending, everybody and their mom was getting fired, okay? Mainly female, women and black women coaches. So, you got Tanisha Wright. She is now one of the assistant coaches. And then you got Courtney Paris, okay? She used to be an assistant coach of the Dallas Wings WNBA basketball team, and now she's joined the Chicago Sky family. And then, of course, our latest and greatest, we got Rena Wakama. Again, forgive me if I'm pronouncing her name wrong. Again, like she's of Nigerian descent, born and raised in Raleigh, North Carolina, did incredible things for the women's Nigerian team, okay, for this past 2024 Paris Olympic Games, and she has now joined the family. Again, Tyler Marsh, he's the big man in charge, but he's surrounded by competent black women, okay, to be his assistant coaches for our Chicago Sky. I'm happy that they're all getting this opportunity. They're going to grace and bless our Chicago skyscrapers with their expertise, their experience, their credentials. And I'm so happy and I cannot wait, guys. We're only like what? We're at the end of March, April, and May, okay? I will be covering those games, okay? I need something to hold me over. Even though like we still got the women's college basketball, championship coming up. It's just so much going on. Again, I'm trying my best to get through my out processing checklist. I talked to my sergeants today. I got a bunch of appointments, medical appointments and stuff coming up next week. I'm about to just breeze through all this, have all these appointments with my commander, my first sergeant, my flight chief, and all these other people, important people. Pack up this apartment and head home, guys. And when I head home, May 16th is my final out. That is also the official WNBA 2025 tip off. Guys, comment down below your thoughts on Chicago Sky's latest assistant coach being Rena Wakama. Again, she's another black woman. Again, Chicago Sky, it's becoming that team, okay? I made jokes about it this past summer. I said, Chicago Sky. Again, you can just check it out here on my YouTube channel. I said Chicago Sky is the blackest team in the WNBA. This was right after Marina Mabrey had left. Okay, it was all black women on the team. Okay, we had a black woman coach, and it was just a funny video. Some people found it offensive, like, why are you talking about race, blah, blah, blah. No, it is what it is. But now, of course, it's more diverse. Okay, we got Rebecca Allen. We got Courtney Vandersloot. Obviously, we got more white women on the team, but the coaching staff is black. It's headed by a black man who's surrounded by very competent, accomplished black women who are veterans in this game of basketball. And again, I cannot be more proud and happy, and I cannot wait to see what they're going to bless our skyscrapers with in the upcoming season.